BBC Radio Scotland.
This is a robbery! Everyone in the bank, down on the ground!
Open the safe!
Davey, where's your mask?
I'm holding a can of Iron Brew.
So what?
Jason Leach said if I was holding a drink, I wouldn't need to wear a mask. I'd be immune to the rules.
What?
Police! Nobody move! You two robbers, you're under arrest!
Wait! Just one of you is under arrest. You, the one not wearing a mask and holding a can of ginger, you're free to go.
I tell you.
I'm Anne McAlpine. This is Reporting Scotland. In a blaze of media publicity, we now know for certain the identity of who will be going to the Super Bowl in Las Vegas on February 11th. It is Taylor Swift and a couple of unimportant American football teams. A Scottish contestant on The Traitors has revealed she tried to use SNP tactics to stay in the final. As soon as Evie Morrison was voted off the show, she asked for a second referendum. The chairman of the Post Office, Harry Staunton, has stepped down from his role. He is now spending time at his home location, or he may have been left at a neighbour's. Environmental protesters have thrown soup all over the Mona Lisa at the Louvre in Paris. For a while it looked like they'd also run amok on the entire third floor of exhibits, but this turned out to be a Jackson Pollock retrospective. Anne McAlpine, Reporting Scotland.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Big Labour! Ain't no disclaimer, it's the ace operator Angela Rayner. Feel the flames, Eddie. Forget Uphellia, Labour's on fire.
Hello, Anas. Yes, the COVID inquiry revelations have given us a crucial platform to criticise our rivals.
You're no kidding, Anjo. Yaldi, we're getting it laldi. They are getting it tight. We're sticking the boots into the Tories down there and the SNP up here. Their WhatsApp lets us give them what for. They got a big data midden and I'm wading in with the trash talk. Am I right?
Well, yes, you certainly were very critical of the SNP government, Anas.
Some burn I gave them. Beep, beep. Delivery for Holyrood. One massive tub of Savlon. Boom! But fair dues, Angie. Big thanks to the big Labour boss who made it all possible.
You feel gratitude to the crucial central stratagems of Sir Keir Starmer.
Havers, no, not Sir Stormzy. Think further back in time. JC.
Jesus.
Rang again, Angie amigo. Get off the bus and go back one step. JC, our old leader, Jeremy Corbyn.
Why is Jeremy worthy of thanks, Anas?
Jezzo is the man who made Labour unelectable. His Cloud Cuckoo Land manifesto in 2019 directly led us to no being in government during the pandemic. So now we're no in the spotlight. Nobody's asking to see our messages. We're being asked to produce Hee-Haw McGraw.
All right, Anas. If and when Jeremy Corbyn pops into Central Labour to pick up that cap he left, I will pass on your gratitude.
You do that, Anjo. And before you go, we pattered it for me to you.
For me? Go on.
When you were dishing out the snash, what was it you called the Tories Council Fund again?
A pre-election sticking plaster?
Aye, you should have called it a temporary filling. Take it for your dentist and try this. The country is in decay and only Labour can make it gleam again. Ask me anytime. I got hundreds of these. Hit your hallelujah, Angie. Tell the boss to floss and tell JC. A big ta for me.
You join us at the Kingston Athletic Track, where Harry and Meghan are concluding their trip to Jamaica with a race against Usain Bolt.
I have to say, this could be quite the defeat for the couple. No way they can compete against the fastest man alive.
Come on, Megs, let's race.
Let's do it, hubby. There's our coach. He knows how to motivate us.
Harry, Meghan, on your marks, get set. There's a book deal at the finish line. Go!
Tied in a dead heat. Harry and Meghan have absolutely smoked the Jamaican 100-metre champion. That could be a new world record.
The new underwear collection from Moan Barrowman. Thermal lingerie. Perfect for when you've had your assets frozen.
Okay, guys, I'm good to start this meeting of the Scottish Government, if you are. First up, the latest biscuit update from Chief Finance Officer Shona, Robison.
Thank you, Hamza. We are still on track to deliver modern biscuits for modern Scotland, but the budget has skyrocketed. Millionaires' shortbread is now billionaires' shortbread. It should be on the table by October 2035.
Wow, that's beguiling. Okay, great. Something to look forward to there. So, on to running the, country.
Bzz, Patrick Harvey, Minister for switching off the light when not using the lavvy. Big up my big bud and co-leader Lorna Slater for moving to ban disposable vapes. Bzz, love that for Lawrence.
Right back at you, co-leader. Banning disposable vapes is the first step towards rolling out a refillable vape bottle deposit return scheme, eh?
Good stuff, guys. And the other exciting development is that, drumroll please, we're holding a, review.
Bzz, did I get the memo?
Hamza, did you mention it in the group chat, eh?
Well, it's all about just that. An independent, externally led review into our use of mobile messaging apps and non-corporate technology, ultimately aiming for more efficient use of our electronic, devices.
This review could save the Scottish Government thousands of pounds, and that's just the Justice Secretary's data roaming bill for streaming football abroad.
Wow, that's so engrossing. And guys, the good thing is that since we've been in government together, we haven't said anything narky about each other on the group chat, have we?
No.
Great. We've always been positive and polite, haven't we?
Yes.
Excellent.
We've always been really positive on the main chat, eh?
Yes. Sorry, main chat? Wait, do you guys have a separate splinter group chat amongst yourselves? One that I'm not part of? A chat room that's Hamza free?
Yeah, well.
Bzz, not if we delete it.
There now follows a statement by the Clown Federation UK.
Can I have your attention, please? Thank you. During the COVID inquiry, the subject of clowns has come up. In one message, former Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been likened to, I quote, a clown. That is an insult to clowns. This is the biggest damage to our reputation since Stephen King's It. At least acting like buffoons is in our job description. We don't mind people thinking we are idiots, but we do not want the public to think we are as clueless as Boris Johnson. Thank you.
And now, on Country File, we go live to the Cairngorms in Scotland to see how this year's Big Garden Birdwatch unfolds.
Okay, it's a beautiful January morning here in Kincraig. So, what do we have today? Well, there's a goldfinch nibbling away, a couple of blue tits in their nest, and, oh yeah, that's a large Japanese macaque monkey swinging on a tyre, scratching its fur, and now the monkey is peeling a banana with its feet. Just another day in Kincraig for the local wildlife.
As Scotland begin their Six Nations campaign, all eyes are on Finn Russell, one of our most creative players. Finn, I believe you even compared yourself to another number 10, a certain Argentine goat of world football.
Aye, well, I'm the Lionel Messi of Scottish rugby, if I do say so myself.
Haha, indeed. Well, Finn, you do have a way with words, don't you?
Aye, well, I'm the Oscar Wilde of Scottish rugby. I've nothing to declare but my genius, if I do say so myself.
And Finn, as a seasoned veteran, you might not have many more chances left to secure an international trophy. Are you going all out for victory since you can't turn back the clock?
Aye, well, I'm the Marty McFly of Scottish rugby, if I do say so myself. So I'm jumping into my DeLorean, hitting 88 miles per hour, and I'm going back to win Scotland the World Cup. Catch you later. Whee!
Douglas Ross to see you, Prime Minister.
Ah, Doug, take a seat.
Thanks, PM.
Now, a general election is in the offing, and I fear we're on a sticky wicket.
I say, PM. Grrr, blumping, flumphing, pesky, sticky wickets.
Indeed. I fear, as Conservatives, we could be facing a period of political opposition. So that's why I wanted to talk to you, Doug.
Me, PM?
Yes, since I was elected in 2016, I've only ever been in government. Unlike you. You have extensive experience of being in opposition at your parliament in Holybank.
Holyrood, PM.
Oh, yeah, that's the fellow. You're not in government there just now, are you, Doug?
No, PM.
And the Conservatives haven't been the most popular party in Scotland for quite some time now.
Not for donkeys, PM. Since the 1950s, I think, PM.
Really? The 1950s?
Yep.
But wasn't the Scottish Parliament designed in the 1990s so that a range of parties could share power?
That was the dream, PM. It's just that we've not yet had a shot of that power.
Really? So who's been in charge? Has it always been the Nationalists?
No, PM. When it started, the government was a mix of Labour and Lib Dems.
Really?
Yeah.
Labour? Lib Dems?
Yes, PM. And now there's an alliance between the SNP and the Greens.
Really?
Ugh.
The Greens in power? Are you sure?
Yes, PM. Pesky flumping Greens and their cuckoo nuts ideas like raising the age you can buy cigarettes every year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great policy. I'm in favour of that as well.
Yeah, me too, PM.
Well, thanks for the intel, Doug. Touch wood, we won't be in opposition this year.
Touching wood, PM.
And if I ever do end up in opposition at some point in the future, I can come to you for some tips.
You sure can, PM. The Scottish Tories could be in opposition for flumping ages.
Bye, Doug.
Bye, PM. Double the wood, double the luck. This week, it's been suggested that the ageing population of inmates has led to extra challenges in Scottish prisons.
Aye, they need watching, these OAPs and HMPs. They'll take plenty risks to smuggle in what gets them through their stretch. Well, there's originals, pan drops, sewer plumes, all sorts. Aye, licorice as well. And when they sneak in mobile phones, that is a big issue for us, particularly when they can't work them. They're shouting at all hours, asking how the buttons work, what cookies means. Old Tam in cell 6 got so scunnered, he tried to set up an illegal landline. Right, I've spoken to yous long enough. It's time to get them into their cells for the night. Granddads! Teeth out! Lights out!
Bradley Cooper, you are renowned as one of the finest actors of your generation. For your new film Maestro, you went method. You practiced conducting for 6 years in order to give the performance its breathtaking authenticity. Which actors inspired this choice? Daniel Day-Lewis? Robert De Niro?
My main hero is actually an often overlooked film actor who doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Ali McCoist. He starred in A Shot at Glory, a masterpiece. Not a lot of people know this, but he actually played as a footballer for 21 years in preparation for his part, which is why he was so ingrained in the character. It's just mind-blowing. The craftsmanship, the way he embodied the role of Scottish soccer player Jackie McQuillan. I barely even noticed the other actor on the screen, who I believe was Robert Duvall. I mean, Ali McCoist. I only did 6 years. He did 21.
Incredible. Did you reach out to him?
Oh, as a matter of fact, I did. I know he's a busy man, but he was gracious enough to take time out of his day to send me an encouraging voice note full of acting advice.
Bradley, glad to hear you're a fan. I really am. As the late, great Sanford Meisner says, acting is behaving truthfully under imaginary circumstances. And I'd have to second that, Bradley. I really would. All the best, big man. Loved you in The Hangover, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. That was what me and Durante were like during 9 in a row. Let me tell you, what a laugh. Spot on.
Set the alarm for both. You're watching The Sunday Show with me, Martin Geisler, on my feet on the box and Fiona Stalker in the seat on the radio. Let's get the get-go on. What's getting going, Fiona?
Hello, Martin. Yes, indeed.
A Dutch takeover in Thurso has saved 20 jobs at a battery factory. At first, the staff were no longer working, but after being taken out, swapped around and put back in, they're back working again.
Royal Mail have said they may reduce the post to only a 3-day service. The days are April the 7th, July the 3rd and November the 15th.
Amazon has been fined in France for having invasive surveillance spying on their workforce. With the fine upheld and the integrity of the workers respected, the French are expected to change their national motto to Liberté, Égalité, Next Day Delivery. Transport chaos ensued this week when striking train drivers were late for the picket line.
Ardross Castle has become Scotland's most Googled castle since it was used as a location for the traitors. Couples can even get married there, but only if they promise to always be faithful.
A woman who popped to her local Tesco for cat food ended up giving birth in the store. The manager said this was the most unexpected item in the bagging area ever. You're watching The Sunday Show. Let's book.
We are in the grip of award season, but forget the Oscars and the Brits. The hottest ticket in town is the Stormies. In recognition of the chaotic queens who've blown us away this year, it's my pleasure to shoot the breeze with a couple of nominees. Welcome, Aisha. Welcome, Jocelyn.
Ooh, thanks for having us.
It's an honour just to be nominated. We're having a blast.
Aisha, a lot of buzz around you in the most trampolines destroyed category.
Yes, some of the work I'm most proud of. 18 in Renfrewshire alone, with some of them brand new for Christmas. I thank you.
Oh, but the best newcomer is still up for grabs. I'm hearing a lot of chatter about Storm Kathleen.
Kathleen will sweep the board, the garden and the patio.
And, well, what will you both be wearing to the ceremony?
I'm Amber. And fashion alert, I'll be in red.
Best of luck to both of you. Tune in to the Stormies to see who batters the competition. These girls are set to lift the roof off the place. Event subject to weather disruption and transport cancellations.
Hibernian FC today announced that at Easter Road we will open a safe standing section. And in line with our recent home results, we will also introduce a safe booing section and a safe leaving early section.
We now drop into a workplace situation frequently occurring all across the UK this week.
Well, I think it's clear from the stats that last month's campaign had a fantastic impact on sales.
Excellent. Carol, you're shaking your head. Do you disagree?
I just think Nigel has been acting suspiciously lately. He's fidgety, he's sweating, his behaviour's changed. I think he's being recruited.
Well, of course, the company recruited him.
But how can we be sure that he's a faithful?
A faithful? Oh, Carol, remember, this is a workplace, not an episode of The Traitors.
Yeah, that sounds just like something a traitor would say. Because I am 100% faithful.
Carol, I really think that
Can you let me speak? Can you let me speak? Can you? I let you speak. I didn't interrupt you. If you let me speak, you would hear why I think we need to work together to vote out a traitor.
Carol, the series finished last week.
I saw you whispering with Nigel by the kettle. You were plotting, traitors, together. Then you handed Sylvia a poisoned chalice.
It was a cup of tea.
Or was it? Are you Nigel's mum? Plot, twist, blindside.
Carol, this is the last straw. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to let you go.
You cannot banish me. I have the shield.
Gee, honey, I can't take this heat no more. I'm gonna pass out.
Pass me the last of the water. The dehydration is killing me.
Ooh, I want to go for a dip in that pool.
No, it's a mirage. This is what we get for coming to Kinloch in January.
It is safe to speak. This isn't Star Wars, but we are the secret rebel alliance for Scottish independence. I'm Kate Forbes, Dingwall Jedi.
Ash Regan, Tartan Jedi.
Alex Salmond, the Obi-Wan Kenobi of this operation, somewhere between Ewan McGregor and Alec Guinness, or at least that's the vibe I currently go for at Burn Suppers.
Jedi Kate, fine performance under interrogation when you were summoned to the COVID inquiry.
Thanks, Jedi Ash. When they asked me if my use of mobile phones was questionable, I held them high and replied, "These are not the androids you're looking for."
Yet you received a compliment from a surprising source.
That most cunning of shapeshifters, Michael Gove.
True, but I will never go over to the Empire side. Gove works hand in glove with the Lord who represents everything we rebel against. The Lord who personifies our enemy, the Empire.
Lord Vader.
Lord Cameron. Oh. We must fight back against the Empire and create a groundswell for independence. What shall be our next move?
To fund a successful political campaign, you need cash. That's what Donald Trump told me back when we were great golf buddies. Something I don't talk about so much now.
So how do we secure an injection of capital?
Using my media contacts, I think I could get us onto TV. It's no Russia Today, but we could have an in on BBC One.
Dragon's Den. I've felt a major connection with Sarah Davies since I voted for her on Strictly.
And back in the day, I bought an ice cream from Duncan Bannatyne's van.
So what's our pitch?
Scotland is locked in the UK, but we want out, so we go all in and ask them to help us out and back our cause. I'm out. We pitch, I'm out. Then, what do you think the Dragons will say?
I'm out.
Exactly. That's the genius of it. You in?
I'm so in, I'm out.
I'm out too.
We are onto something here. I'm out. It's as simple and easy to grasp as our referendum bill.
Jurgen Klopp, a word please on the shock departure.
Yeah. I am lost for words. The club, the culture, the history. It is the end of an era. I don't know what to say. I am very shocked that Barry Robson has left Aberdeen.
Hey, like me, do you spend your whole day scrolling aimlessly through an endless feed of content? It's time you traded in your old phone for an iScroll. iScroll is a smartphone designed to scroll constantly. Scroll through messages, scroll through social media, scroll through chat, scroll through news, scroll past comments, updates and emojis, scroll past cats, cupcakes and final tax demands. You'll never reach the end. It will always refresh and you can restart scrolling. Don't take our word for it. Listen to this genuine teenager. Tell us, what do you think of the iScroll?
What did you ask me? I'm trying to scroll here.
Upgrade now to the iScroll 15 Extra Double Plus Bonus Cool Pro. Folds when you're not scrolling, but you're never not scrolling.
This has been one of the greatest ever reveals on The Masked Singer. You had us all fooled, singing for all this time under that owl costume. Lorraine Kelly, how does it feel to play a character?
Oh, it's easy peasy. As my accountant will tell you, I've been playing the character of Lorraine Kelly for years now. So it was a total scoosh to play the character of Lorraine Kelly playing the character of a singing owl. I just got into character to play a character playing a character. Plus, the massive furry head's tax deductible.
One school has hit the headlines this week by threatening to fine parents who are late to collect their children, and the teachers mean business.
Ah, evening to you. Chloe's mum, what time do you call this?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was stuck in traffic all the way.
I've heard enough of your excuses, Chloe's mum. Do you have a note from your daughter?
Yeah, there you go.
Please excuse my poor mother. She was inconvenienced in gridlock. Chloe's mum, she's 7. You have clearly forged your child's signature, and this writing is much too neat.
But miss, I beg...
I don't want to hear buts, Chloe's mum. Now let this be the last time we have this chat.
Thanks, miss. Sorry. Come on, Chloe. Let's go to McDonald's.
No, McDonald's for you, Mum. Straight home.
Oh, Chloe, that's so unfair.
Straight home.
Personal transport network Uber could be set to start operating in Aberdeen, potentially leading to exchanges like this.
I'm your Aberdonian Uber driver for Dalek.
Can you tuck me to a shoe shop?
Furry boots.
No, stilettos. This is the Reporting Scotland Late Desk. I'm Anne McAlpine. BBC One's The Apprentice returns to our screens this week, and if that whets your appetite for seeing a grumpy man in a suit calling for people to get fired on a weekly basis, please do check out Douglas Ross on First Minister's Questions. Tom Holland's seven-figure Avengers bonus was mistakenly paid to actor Tom Holland. He was almost as pleased as Tilda Swinton was when she got all the cash from the Tinder swindler. Following a recent deal, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson owns the trademark for The Rock. This has instantly landed him another world title, as now it's technically illegal for anyone else on the planet to play anything other than paper or scissors. And now the weather for the Highlands. On Friday it'll be dreich wintry weather, on Saturday it'll be dreich wintry weather, and on Sunday it'll be tab saff. Anne McAlpine reporting Scotland.
Oh, Nicola, what a wonderful idea for date night. It's been ages since we did a spot of karaoke.
Yes, indeed, Peter, my cupcake. Let me be crystal clear. I cannot contain my excitement.
After a long session before the COVID inquiry, it will feel good for you to relax and let your hair down.
Indeed, Peter. And apologies for not including any duets or choral numbers suitable for a large group where multiple singers can pitch in. I do prefer to lead from the front.
Of course, Nicola. There's just one small hitch. The display in this booth doesn't seem to be working. I can't see the words on the screen.
There is a reason for that. I deleted those words, Peter, as I prefer to sing from my own song sheet. Hit it. As I have said before, Peter, it's vitally important to be aware of your own responses to other people. When you are grumpy, someone's getting you humpy, you can always blame that clown. When your head's bursting cause that PM's the worst thing, he's a total pain. That clown.
Absolutely lovely, Nicola. But are you sure those are the correct words?
Peter, sweet pea. I know what I am singing. Now let us rock this joint. Cue up that next track. That Boris is a clown. Boris is a clown. That Boris is a clown.
Nicola, my very own Edith Piaf. I could listen to your sweet voice all night long.
You've been listening to Noising Up starring Karen Barkey, Stephen Buchanan, Zara Janjua, Lana Phaeton and Manjot Sumo. The script was written by Wes Fargo, Uttam Chaudhry and John Albiston, Alice Gregg, Duncan Black, Zara Gladman, Darren Sempe, Garth App Thomas, Jennifer Walker, Christopher Ballard, Brian Nisbet, Chris Douch, Will Murray, Mike Wills, Rebecca Bain and Alex Garrick-Wright and Nathan Cowley. The director was Stuart McPherson. Noising Up is a comedy unit production for BBC Radio Scotland.